กลายเป็นคนคือผมคุกคีผมอยู่นั่นตลอดทำงานให้ขนาดผมทำงานให้ขนาดนั้นเนี่ยผมไม่ได้ไปเขาไปกูมีจำได้เสียดายไม่ได้ไปอะไรเราถึงเราไม่ได้ไปจริงๆเราเป็นเพื่อนตัวเล็กเลยครับ
And you probably noticed too, we've introduced the Australian flag safety system and a lot of things that, because there are so many Aussie tourists here, it's something that's familiar to a lot of our tourists from Australia. They don't wear the funny hats because we're doing a competition. We started with carnival. Outside the flag.
When the right time comes.
Hello.
Hi, Jayne.
Thank you everybody for coming. I hope you don't mind if I speak in English. I'd like to welcome you. The Obojor, or the Phuket Provincial Administrative Organisation, is not able to join us today, but it's great that the Rawai municipality is here.
Yeah. Rawai municipality.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wonderful to see you, and we'd like to welcome Mr. Simon Farbenbloom for coming to see us. Ms. Amelia Henty, Kun Kiarat and Kun Kobor from Bangkok and from the Australian Embassy in Bangkok. We'd like to also welcome
Australian Embassy
from the Australian Embassy. Yes. Yes. Kun Simon is the Deputy Head of Mission from Australian Embassy. We'd also like to welcome Peter Harper, who is our designer for the project. And our lifeguards from Phuket Lifeguard Club, and our visitors from the media, Kun Oi and Kun Grant. Thank you very much for coming. Kun Prathaiyuth would like to say a few words.
Right. So thank you to all of you to come today. As you know that the Phuket Lifeguard Club has been set up in 2003, and then we are running like a kind of activity for water saving. But the main thing that we would like to do is the Phuket Life Saving Education Centre. Thanks for all of you to support the project. And then the life-saving activity is very exciting now in Phuket. You can see the program that we organized in the past for the community programs, for the kids, for the adults, also especially for local people who are non-skilled underserved in Phuket Island. And then we hope that the center of the Life Saving Center in Rawai municipality going to be happen very soon. And then we hope that many people also will support this program. And then thank again for everyone. So thank on behalf of the Phuket people, thank on behalf of Thai people for the embassy, for Australian embassy to support us. With the great, I thought it's values of the charity program for the people who are especially living in Phuket, for foreigners, for the tourists to come to Phuket. We also aim to the safety, more safety in Phuket Island. So thank you very much.
Yes, Mr. Simon Farbenbloom from the Australian Embassy.
Hello everyone, so I'm Simon. I'm the number 2 in the Australian Embassy, and I'm here representing the Embassy and the Ambassador, who would very much like to be here, but he has some other business. So we're here with some colleagues from the Embassy for a couple of days in Phuket, and yesterday we met with the Governor. We went to Mr. Larry Cunningham. He had a reception for members of the police force and some other people. We talked a little bit about the work that Larry Cunningham does as the Honorary Consul for Australia. This morning we went to Princess Mother School and saw a really exciting project that's been put in place between Princess Mother School and an Australian secondary school for sustainable use of water, energy and waste. And the two groups of school children spoke to each other by video conference. Then we went to Rajabhat University to say hello and meet with them. They are the co-sponsors of co-host of a guitar concert this evening, which will take place at Rajabhat University. And so we went and met with them and talked about strengthening education ties between Australia and Thailand, and in particular Phuket. This is the last event before the concert tonight, and it's actually a really good one to be involved in. I personally have spent far too much of my life at the beach, so much that I really can't go in the sun very much anymore. But I must have spent about 30 years of my life surfing and in the water, and I know the dangers of the water very well. I know about the Australian life-saving system. It's tremendous. So let me just say a few words about this event and why we've come here especially today. It's really a great pleasure to visit this area, and in particular to see this building, which I think in the not too distant future will be transformed through these diagrams into the Phuket Lifesaving Education Centre. The first of its kind in Phuket, and it will stand as a model for future centres at other beaches in Thailand and imagine in Phuket, other beaches as well. The Phuket Lifesaving Education Centre. Do you have an acronym, PLEC? Represents a strong partnership between Australia and Thailand through the Phuket Lifeguard Club, Surf Lifesaving Australia, the Phuket Provincial Administration, and importantly the Australia-Thailand Institute, which has provided financial support for the project. I'd just like to say that we, in our embassy, are putting a lot of effort into explaining the role of the Australian-Thailand Institute, which is an Australian government institute funded to build linkages between community groups and individuals and organisations in Australia and Thailand. This is exactly the sort of project that the members of the Institute welcome, and they're very, very pleased to provide support. And if you have any other great ideas, please submit some further proposals. It's really the sort of thing that they like to do, and that's why they're set up. Other support for this particular project, I should mention Blue Scope Steel, and I can see there's a lot of steel involved in that. Harper Design, thank you Peter, and Le Meridian Phuket Beach Resort, which I hope I have a chance to see one day, soon. Phuket has many beautiful beaches, which attract many tourists from around the world. And as we know from Australia, Phuket is, I would say, perhaps the most popular destination in Thailand. Some statistics. Last year, around about 700,000 Australians came to visit Thailand. And we only have 21 million people. So that's a lot of Australians coming to Thailand. And more than half of them, more than 400,000 of those tourists that came to Thailand came and stayed in Phuket for some time. And this is we all know that the Australians like to go to the beach, they like to be in the water, and without doubt, this project and the ones that follow on from this will be a huge benefit to the safety of all tourists and to the local community and to Australians. Just on a sadder note, I know that there have been some deaths recently, water deaths. In my job in the embassy, I see all of the reports from Larry and from the consular side of things, and I do know that there have been some tragedies, and not just in Phuket, but some other places in Thailand. We all know the waters are dangerous, they can be dangerous and a lot of fun. And I think, Jayne, you were saying that by having education for younger people, starting at a young age, this is a critical way of saving lives. In Australia, we see this on the TV all the time, how to teach children water safety from a very young age, and it's a critical way of helping people stay safe in the water. A few words about the partnership between Australia and Thailand. We are strong collaborative partners, and we work at a government-to-government level across a whole range of areas. Not many people would know, but the relationship with Thailand is strong in defence, law enforcement, in education, in immigration. We support airport security. We support work together on trade relationships across a whole range of areas. And we have strong community linkages that operate without government as well. So for us, this is a good example of how at the multiple levels of government to government and people to people, two societies can get to know each other better and support each other. Let me just finish by extending appreciation to everyone that's been involved with this project, but for the last 15 years or longer, the cooperation has existed between Lifesavers Australia and Phuket Lifesavers. It's a great, really it's a great story that we should tell a little more about. And so let me extend my appreciation to everyone involved, and I wish you all success doing this project forward here, and hopefully in some other places. Thank you.
Thank you, Simon, very much. We'd now just like to tell you a little bit about the project and let you have a look around at the design. Perhaps Peter has put the design on the boards behind. Maybe you'd like to have a look. Would you like to come up the front or talk from there?
I'll turn around a little bit.
Okay.
Sawadee Cup. I'm Peter Harper, Australia, I studied architecture near Bells Beach in Victoria at Deakin University, and my thesis was a surfing village at Torquay, and I designed a piping hot showroom in Torquay. So I can surf, and always loved surfing. As the embassy was talking about, great connection between Australia and Thailand, and water is a great connection. Inspiration for the architecture was to unite Australian and Thai feeling. The idea of being in a wave and surfing, sense of floating. We have an existing structure. Important how to make it a little bit wow, so that it's people want to come to it. This sense of being in a wave. And a sala idea, the Thai sala idea, and some Australian and Thai flag, and perhaps we'll get some sponsorship. But we've got good connections with Quicksilver and Rip Curl, so I'm sure we can get some sponsorship. So it's a very simple building. It's keep the existing concrete structure, Katman concrete, very Thai idea, and then we're going to have fill in the existing walls, keep the frame, and then on the roof, we're putting a floating metal roof, which is made here in Thailand. Quite cost effective, and working with our partners, Blue Scope and the local authority community. We've built, my company, we did Wat Ban Kamala after the tsunami at Kamala. We raised money and built houses for the monks, plus the primary school here at Dulwich. So It's a conceptual stage to obtain some funding, but we're very happy to be designing the project for you. And I think it makes a big difference, and water safety is so important. So we're so pleased to be part of it, and thank you for the invitation from Jayne to be part of it. We're a Thai company, Thai architects. We've been working for 20 years in Thailand, so we're Thai. So happy to work with you. Sorry, I was a little bit late. I've come from Hoi Hin 4 o'clock this morning, so I just arrived. So.
Thanks for your design. It's amazing. It looks like something very special for Phuket. I think as already mentioned, our existing structure you have already seen behind us, and this is the area that we are hoping to develop in the near future. So we have the plans for that, and we would like to first of all see if anybody has any questions about the Lifeguard Club and what we're doing as a club, or about the partnership that we have entered into with Surf Life Saving Australia and the Phuket Provincial Administration Organisation. Does anybody have any questions? So we've just had the question that can educate people from a young age until they're adults.
Why the lifeguard Phuket choose this area to build base here?
Nai Harn was one of the beaches was chosen because we have a very strong group of lifeguards working on the beach here, and they are very interested to make this area safer. So many children coming here on the weekend, and in the past, unfortunately, so many accidents here. So we would like to be educating the children in the schools, as well as their parents, as well as everybody who comes to this area, and that includes the tourists who pass through as well. So it's the most beautiful beach, if you ask me, on the island. The most beautiful beach. That's another reason we've chosen it too. In 2 weeks' time, 3 weeks. When is David and his team coming? 13. So there's another group coming on, 7 people, to do some training.
And then after the first year, and after when you succeed here, you have to make more on the Prathaiyuth beach, Omla beach, or not?
If this is a success, we hope that people at Carter Beach come to us and say, do it at our beach too. We want it as well. That's what we'd like to see. We want to see more coming from the community, that they want centres like this as well.
But I knew the lifeguard from the offshore budget, every year.
That's right.
This area did the Rawai municipality.
That's right. And Rawai municipality have been very good friends of Phuket Lifeguard Club and the service that's also running on the beach. Very good friends. We would like to do a small demonstration. Some of the club members would like to do a demonstration now, if there are no more questions, of some of the things that our lifeguards are trained to do, and that eventually we hope will run from this centre. So tonight would you like to take over?
Okay.
Or do you want to do a photo first? Yes.
Screen and display, and there'll be roller doors, and then in the middle we've got a table and chairs like a boat. So it's a bit of a centre. I'd say kids to attract. It's a bit like a tourist destination too, info tourism. So it's added value as well.
When do you expect construction?
Well, it's initial funding.
Yeah,
But I'd say, I mean, realistically, you could build it in a couple of months, and then a 1 month lead time for design. So it's 3 months could be done.
Yeah.
Have you got fundraising plans?
From this
We have a bit of ATR funding, and we're going to, now that we have pricing and things like that, we'll be approaching. If you have any ideas, please
Quicksilver and Rip Gold.
I'll talk to him, I'll tell him you asked me to.
I'll see him tomorrow.
น้องกอบัวเดี๋ยวส่งรูปนี้ถ้าให้อีเมลพี่ด้วยนะพี่ลงมาไปเสนอผู้บริหารด้วย
โอเคค่ะได้ค่ะ
For doing a demonstration, okay. So today we going to have the one patient pretend like a drowning. Okay, 1 hour lifeguard go and pick them. Right. The patient will be unconscious patient. We then bring the patient to the beach and we doing the CPR. We carry to the ambulance car and bring to the hospital. So you see, one patient got trouble in the water, and then the first lifeguard go and with the rescue tube, grab it up, and the second lifeguard will go with the balls, the rescue balls. So it means, you see, the aim of the rescue system is you have to be very quick to the patient. You have to set the patient first by very quick swimming, and then the support team will go and pick them up. That is very important. So on this case, the patient will be unconscious. Okay, no power, no response. They're going to bring to the beach very quick with the oxygen by doing the CPR thing, and after that have to very quick from the beach to the ambulance and back to the hospital. You have to be very quick on this situation with the unconscious patient. To do as often. They have to roll the patient by get the water out from the body, and they have to do a CPR set away very quick. Oxygen have to be prepared. Okay. During that time, the ambulance was called. Ambulance already on the road. So I mean, get ready to bring the patient direct to the hospital. So every section has to be very quick and fast. Okay. the patient vomits, it means the patient is become like good size of the patient. So we keep oxygen. The backbone preparing. สลับมาวัวมาฝั่งนู้นสลับแม่วัวมานี่โอเคได้อยู่ร้านได้อยู่ไปได้ไหมครับ1 2 3ปุ๊บ1 2 3ตัดตัวนี้ได้ดูออกซิเจนวางบนนั่นได้เลยวางบนตัวมาเลยทางแกข้าเอาผ้าไปนะเมื่อใจเย็นหันทางไหนหันทางโดนดุมใหญ่ผมได้ดุมท่านใดให้ครับผมผมได้ดุมผมได้เชื่อครับมีมาแทนนะcrowd control, you know, they have to let everyone out from this area. Okay, where you? Okay.
That was superb. They were so fast.
Yes, they're very quick.
They were very well trained. Really good.
But generally speaking, the best piece of equipment we have is the rescue tube because it's light and easy, and if the lifeguard gets in trouble, the pin's making that much faster. The board, if you have to bring somebody back with you,
You don't have huge surfs, so you may not need.
We do at times.
I think that's why the rope and reel works well. Some rough Australian beaches, or when you got rips as well, put them back in.
What we're starting to do at some beaches here is try to introduce jet skis in areas where you need to get out there fast. Some
Okay, I'm with Deputy Ambassador for Australia from Bangkok, Simon, and Jayne, volunteer for the Lifeguard Club. Is that right, Jayne?
That's right, yes. I'm the project manager for this project.
Okay. We're here in Nai Harn, and it's the site of a new setup you're going to build for a Lifeguard Education Centre. Just tell us briefly about this, why here, and what's it all about, what's it for?
Okay, well, this site was chosen because Nai Harn has very good support from the local community and the local lifeguards to develop something for educating children and adults about water safety and rescue. So this site was chosen for that reason, also because there is a structure here that is not being utilised, and we thought that might be a good idea to make it useful for everybody.
This is the shade or sala behind you?
That's correct, that's correct. It hasn't been used for some years.
And it's going to be turned into a beautiful looking sort of modernistic, minimalistic or whatever design. Tell us about the design.
Well, the design has been done by Australian Peter Harper from Harper Design, and it is very modern, and it is also something that has an Australian influence as well as fitting in beautifully with the surroundings here in Nai Harn.
Is it going to be for both Thai and foreign children and adults, as you say, to educate, not just?
It's for everybody. The centre is everybody's centre, and it is our hope that even when it's not operating with people inside, there will be information that will educate people that are even walking past in the area. But it will be flag safety, it will be sea safety, a multitude of different uses we hope, and also utilising this beautiful open air education area.
Do you hope it will also be sort of like a base for the lifeguards to stay overnight, or as a sort of hospital clinic for accident cases or anything like that?
Certainly it would be a place that some equipment could be stored, there's no doubt about that. We hope rather than somewhere that people will stay overnight, it's more somewhere that might attract lifeguards from other countries to come over and share their skills and resources with us in Thailand.
Because you've arranged lots of training through Australia, David Field, especially at the Meridian, over many years, haven't you?
That's right, we have, and Surf Life Saving Australia is one of the partners in this project, as well as Phuket Lifeguard Club and also the Phuket Provincial Administrative Organisation. And funds have come from the Australian Thai Institute, which is wonderful, and we have a lot of people that are really supporting this project.
Okay, well, let's bring Simon in here then. How proud do you feel that Australia, your country, and also the Embassy and the Australian Thai Institute helping with this setup?
Well, this is a great project for the Australia Thailand Institute to be involved in and to provide sponsorship for. The Institute was set up precisely to build people-to-people links between Australia and Thailand. We already have strong policy partnerships with the Thai government across a range of areas. What the Australian Thailand Institute does is it extends that partnership through projects like this that link together people, organisations at a community level. It's a great project for us to be involved in, but in a sense it's really the organisations that have generated the project. They have a long history of cooperation, more than 15 years. As an Australian, actually, I'm very happy to see so many symbols of Australian water safety here and a beach in Phuket.
It's obviously, it's not for just, say, Australian tourists who might, by chance, be involved in accidents or drownings or whatever. I mean, there have been cases, but not many Australians. They're so good swimmers, aren't they, really?
Well, there are a lot of Australians that come to Phuket, around 400,000 every year, according to our statistics. But water safety is for everyone. Of course, this is the Phuket Surf Lifers Association initiative. The Australian Surf Lifers Association provides some training and support, but this is a Phuket homegrown program. It's their life-saving organisation, and of course all the people who use the beaches here will benefit from this.
You mentioned though that there's about 400,000 Australian tourists come to Phuket, you reckon, every year?
According to our figures, we estimate around 700,000 or more Australians visit Thailand every year, and of those, around 400,000 spend a night or two or longer in Phuket.
And do you give sort of warnings? I know you have sort of travel warnings about, say, the monsoon season, the dangers of swimming during the rough monsoon season here in Phuket, in any particular beaches?
Yeah, we would recommend that any Australian who visits Thailand or Phuket to look very carefully at the travel advice from Thailand, which is available through the Smart Traveller website. In that travel advice there's information about beaches and about Phuket and about living in Thailand, visiting Thailand. But
are you worried about the number of recent cases there have been of deaths? I'm sure Jayne can tell us, but statistics, Corona seems to be the worst in Phuket. Roughly how many, by the way, Jayne?
I can't give you the figures on that. I'm sure Prathaiyuth could give you the figures. We have had a lot of drownings, but we've had significantly more than we've had since lifeguards were on the beaches and were well equipped on the beaches as well.
It's gone down since the 2 years now that the club has been running the lifeguard service. Yeah.
And also, Grant, I think records are being kept better than they were in the past, so we're hearing a lot more about what's happening and how many preventative actions are also done, how many people are actually saved, the kinds of reasons they're saved, whether it's from exhaustion or whether it's from a rip or other things. So we're getting a lot more information. It helps us plan better and deal better with what's happening out there at the beaches.
I guess another good reason for here is you have the sort of lagoon, you have the lake where also children go swimming, and there's also many swimming pools. Thai should be encouraged to swim, surely, to learn how to swim, but there are dangers everywhere, not just beaches.
That's right, there are dangers everywhere, and some of the things that the Education Centre is designed to do is to teach first aid and CPR, so you might need to use that if there's a motorcycle accident or in the home or anywhere. A lot of these skills can help in any situation.
So this new centre will exhibit both life-saving techniques and equipment and previous cases, so people learn from experience.
That's right, and it'll train children as well as adults in what to do, how to swim safely, and how to do CPR and what to do if they find somebody lying on the ground, for example.
Okay. Back to Simon, just quickly while we're on education. This morning you went to Princess Mother School in Sapanhin in Phuket Town. They had a live link with an Australian school there as well. You visited their environmental program. That's another great education program, isn't it, for Australians?
It is. It's another really good program, and another one that's been sponsored, supported by the Australian Thailand Institute. It's the second phase of a project involving a Thai school and Australian Sustainability School Initiative, Aussie. And essentially what has happened is Dr. Peter Harris has helped the Princess Mother School become an associate of Aussie. An audit is now underway of water, energy and waste management. Following that, there'll be some further programs that will help the school to improve in that area. This particular school, being Princess Mother School, has a lot of sustainability as a philosophy, linked in well with an Australian school. What was fantastic this morning were two school committees interacting via Skype, talking to each other, talking about their schools, talking about the programs they're running.
And talking in English too for the Thai students.
And talking in English. We would like to see the Australian students speaking Thai next time they have a video link up. At least Sawadee-Kap would be a good start. What this will do is allow our younger people to start building close linkages, the next generation of friends between Australia and Thailand. We think some family and students and family members from Princess Mother School will go in fact to the sister school or to the partner school in Australia at some point.
Perhaps they can come along here because they're situated right beside the sea there at Seven Hill and the mangrove swamps, also a dangerous area perhaps for swimming. Seems ideal, yeah?
Well, I'd love to come back here when this structure is built, and it would be great if that school, Princess Mother School, were represented here. It would be a fantastic opportunity to link together a couple of projects that the Australia Thai Institute is supporting. It's a wonderful initiative. I strongly encourage anyone who might be interested in providing support and assisting with fundraising. We in the embassy will be looking to talk to community groups in Bangkok that we're aware of to see whether we can help with some fundraising. It's a great initiative.
And just quickly, you met the Phuket governor the day before. Any other issues? Jet skis, tuk-tuks, taxis? You name it. What did you discuss?
We had a very short meeting. It was a courtesy call. I understand that a lot of those issues had been discussed the day before at the three monthly meeting that has been organised between the governor and the consuls who work here. Our honorary consul, Mr. Larry Cunningham, had provided quite a lot of views about the sort of issues that he hears about as honorary consul. In my meeting with the governor, it was a short courtesy meeting and we didn't touch on any of those issues.
What is your greatest concern or worry or hope for here, looking from Bangkok?
That Australians come here, have a safe trip, enjoy meeting Thais and interacting with Thais and go home safely.
Learn a bit of the Thai language too.
That's my hope. That's my hope.
Many come here for sport too. We know sailors, Australian sailors very good at regattas, triathletes. It's great, isn't it? They're so keen on sport, aren't they, Aussies?
It's a great interaction here, and this is really one of the favourite destinations for Australians.
Cricket, rugby, and football now. They're playing Thailand tonight, World Cup.
I understand that's happening.
Yeah. Any hopes?
Well, let's hope it's a fair match and the best side will win.
Right. And also, just quickly, you know you have a logo contest for your 60th, is it your 60th anniversary of relations between Thailand and Australia?
Yes, next year, 2012 marks the 60th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between Australia and Thailand. So we'll be at the embassy promoting a lot of activities to commemorate that event. We hope there'll be some high-level visits both ways. The Thai embassy in Australia will be doing the same thing. We're encouraging community groups with connections between Australia and Thailand to use the year of celebration to badge events and to do lots of activities. One of the things we're running right now is a logo competition that we're encouraging Thai students or Thai artists or any Thai who would like to try their hand to submit a logo for that would be the logo used for the bilateral year. And I think the first prize is a trip to Well, the prize is a trip to Australia, as well as a recognition of seeing your logo used on all of the events throughout 2012.
Perhaps they should make the logo something to do with life-saving and Aussie swimmers and sailors.
Did you want to put a proposal in?
It's for students.
Yeah, I think it's for everyone.
Anyway, okay. So you can get details on your website, right?
Yes, that's right.
Which is
www.australianembassy.thailand.gov.au.
Just do a search for it. All right.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Simon and Jayne, for talking to us
Thank you,
today,
Grant.
and good luck with this new centre in Nai Harn.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Cheers.